Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another weekly shit by yours truly, EJ. Alright, now, another weekly shit. As you can see, I'm here alone. I'm supposed to have a co-host, but it was a lot of scheduling conflicts. People be busy, man. It's hard. People be busy. It's not their fault. It's no one's fault. I'm trying to get something either for like next week or the following. Anyways, I had a backup plan of what to talk about if said host did not show up. So I had a backup plan. This is the backup plan. As you can see, my sweater, Super Nintendo. Oh no, you can't see it. Well, yeah, Super Nintendo. That is not the theme, but kinda. Video games. We're gonna talk about video games. Not crazy into it. I'm only gonna talk about like 2 and some upcoming video games that are gonna drop soon. And what do I feel like about the future of video games? Now, video games. It's a crazy subject because that's in my way. It's I feel like as I get older, I feel like people in general, like if you're like the casual video game player, but if you're like a hardcore video game player, like I used to, like I gotta get this game. It didn't even matter how good the game was. I gotta get it. Oh, if you see like water dripping, my hair is kind of wet, but I took a shower. So, the casual video game player, they don't really play, but like the hardcore ones, like me, I used to like want to get every game. I didn't care what it was. Like I would get games and I'm like, oh damn, this shit is whack, but I beat it. And you had time when you're younger and you're a kid, no job, and you're just school home and weekend just mainly home sometimes. Yeah, I had all the fucking time in the world to just play fucking video games, bro. I used to, especially like RPG games, like I used to just no life it. Like what was a good video game? Like Metal Gear. I used to no life Metal Gear. San Andreas, even though I was not supposed to be playing San Andreas because my mother didn't approve. Had a friend who let me borrow it. I forgot his name. But no life that I stood up like, and like one, like it's hard to remember because like there's so many games, but one of the games I definitely do remember playing was one of my first storytelling games on a PS3. Because my first game for a PS3 was Call of Duty World at War, my favorite Call of Duty of all time. That will always be my favorite Call of Duty. It's mixed with nostalgia being the reason why, but also because it was just simplicity was so good. I just need 3 kill streaks. Dogs. What is it? It was dogs. It was the precision strike, I think, or a helicarrier. And then you had like the jets, fly around, drop bombs. Either or, it was the simplicity of it was just so good. I didn't have to deal with all this crazy editing characters. No, just give guns, shoot. That's it. First one to 75 wins. That's it. That's all I like. I like Call of Duty. But anyways, Modern Warfare was World at War was my first ever PS3 video game, and I remember the first ever story game that I got for that system was Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. And I'm a huge Star Wars fan. Except the current runs that are happening now are all trash. But yeah, I was a huge Star Wars fan. And that game, I thought it was just going to be like a Battlefront type of thing where I guess I play as stormtroopers or clone troopers, yay. But you got to play as an unknown character, the Star Killer. I think his name was like Galen or something. Not Galen, something with a G. His name was, but it was so, the graphics at the time. Well, the cutscenes was what drew everybody in, and you got to see Vader for like most of the game. Sorry, the police are arresting somebody outside, so if you hear that, just excuse the police. Fuck the police. Anyways, you got to see Vader at like his best, and at the time that was canon. Like it was part. This counted as being in the Star Wars universe, and it was amazing. You got to see the Force like you've unleashed. The Force was unleashed. You've never seen the Force like that ever used, and like it was one of the first story games I played, and I no-lifed it. I played it from beginning to end, like hours and hours and hours. I used to stay up like 5 in the morning until I beat it. I did not stop till I beat that game. And then I played like other video games. I used to get other games, and then Jesus, who is getting arrested? What the fuck? Anyways, after that, the next big game, the big video game I got was Batman Arkham Asylum. Yeah, that became my favorite game of all time. In case you have not known, I'm a huge Batman fan. Huge. It's huge. I'm a huge one. Huge Batman fan. And Arkham Asylum was, it was not like any other, like, cause I played the Batman Begins superhero game, trash. I guess Spider-Man 2 was when they did the Spider-Man movies. Spider-Man 2 was a good game. It was a good one. There was a few okay Spider-Man games, but so I thought another superhero game was gonna be stupid. But when I heard Kevin Conroy was doing the voice of Batman, Mark Hamill reprising the role of the Joker, I'm like, the animated series? What? And then when I see the first gameplay, I'm like, yo, this is insane. Then the story was revealed. Joker takes over Arkham with Batman having to face all his villains in one night. Insane. So I played the game, and that I know like that. I got the game early in the morning, around like 10 or something, whatever. Waited online, got it, came home, and I know it was a Tuesday, and no, I didn't get the game to that weekend. For a reason. Because games come out usually on Tuesdays, but I didn't get it that Tuesday because I knew if I got it that Tuesday, I'm gonna play it and I'm gonna have to stop because I'm gonna have to go to sleep, then I had to go to school in the morning, and I'm just gonna be thinking about that game the whole time. So I didn't want to get it because of that reason. So I know I waited till Friday, not Saturday, Friday. After school, I bought the game, went straight home, and I played it from like 7 at night, and I stood up till almost like 5 in the morning. Just every night. And like, I know that's a long time to play a game, but I was going through everything. I was doing mini challenges, stuff that I didn't have to do. I wanted to immerse. I wanted to be the Batman. I'm Batman. That's what I wanted. And the game gave you the chance. And then here we go, a couple of years later, new games come out, and then surprisingly, Batman Arkham Asylum is not my favorite game of all time. I would say it's hard to like pick one of the 3 Batmans. I would say if I can't put them in, like, Arkham City is a very close number one, is a first, and Arkham Knight is a very close second. Like there's only a little error that gives Arkham City the above over Arkham Knight, because if I would rank them, so it's Arkham City, Arkham Knight, barely, could be 1. Anyways, they could be 1 or 2. It doesn't matter. So I would actually put them both on 1, and then Arkham Asylum is 2. But so because how much I feel about them, I think I would be like, oh, what's your favorite game of all time? I'll say, oh, the Arkham trilogy. So, or the Arkham series. So I would put my favorite game of all time. It's not Arkham, any of the Arkham series games. It's The Last of Us. Here's the thing with The Last of Us. That game made you feel it. First of all, it came out on a time where zombies were on a real high. The Walking Dead was killing it on AMC. We had people like dressed as zombies. There was the fake zombie outbreak in Florida. Then like you got people doing zombie pranks. The Last of Us came out on a very perfect time and started killing it. So when The Last of Us came out, I like the opening of Last of Us. You play as Joel, Well, you start not even as Joel. You play as his daughter, roaming the house, looking for her dad. Dad comes home in the house, and he's like terrified. Something's chasing him. His neighbor comes, shoots his neighbor. He grabs his daughter, and they leave. They run out the house. They run. They meet up with their brother, whatever. The car breaks down. Anyways, they're running away, and like the military stops them both, and he gets like a call on the walkie. He rings it, and he's like, I got 2 people here. What should I do? They tell him, eliminate them. Everyone is a threat. As he's gonna go, he takes a shot, but his brother shoots the dude in the head, and Joel turns around and sees his daughter is killed. The beginning of the game starts off so emotional, and you're like, and then you would think it's a zombie game where you're like, I thought it was gonna be a zombie game. Oh, okay, so I get to start my own outbreak. I start at the beginning. 20 years later passes, bro. This nigga Joel is old. He's probably like, from when I was reading it, he started like, he wasn't like a middle-aged dude. He was, they were saying that he was like early 30s, late 20s. That's how old he was. And then 20 years passed, and he's like late 40s, early 50s maybe. That's how old he was. And he playing as Joel, and you see the similarities of him and Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead, and you get to now make the choices and see the choices that you're playing through the game. And then you meet up with this little girl, Ellie, who reminds you of your daughter, but so you don't want to get close with her, but you know that. But Joel has a mission to take her to the Fireflies, this group of people, because she might be the cure, because she was bit and didn't turn. And the whole adventure is you protecting this little girl. And it starts off with her just being a job. She's just a job. Don't care what the fuck they do to her. She's a job. Dropping her off for more guns and rations. But, of course, he's a father at heart. Gets connected. They go through some shit. And they end up like, he ends up like, that's like his daughter. He ends up caring for her. He gets her to the Fireflies. They figure out that the only way to like get the cure out of her and stuff, she got to get experimented on. They have to kill her. I think they need like brain tissue and like bone marrow. They needed all this stuff that was just gonna kill her. And he was like, "Fuck this!" Kills everybody in the hospital. He's like, nah, that's a dub." Well, there was an option where you didn't have to kill like these 2 doctors. You could have just left and nothing happens. I fucking killed them. They were about to slice open a little girl. Nah, yeah, definitely died. And you leave, and she asks Joel, and the game ends so beautiful. The game ends so beautiful because you finally get where you got to be. You get to Joel's brother's like hideout area, where it's like a community, almost like a little town. And you get there, and Ellie stops Joel, and he's like, "Look, back at the Fireflies place, place. Is there anything you got to tell me? Was there anything there?" And Joel just straight up looks at her and lies and goes, "Nope, there's nothing. That's it. There's no other way." And that just starts like, I'm like, damn. From that, no one thought there was going to be a sequel. I knew there was going to be a sequel to the game. And I knew somewhere in the sequel that was going to get mentioned. Because you don't just end the game like that and just assume, okay, that's it. You ended it on a baby cliffhanger. And I'm expecting a part 2. Now, part 2 will be releasing. That is a fucking fact. I don't know if I wish it's this year. I forgot when it is, but I think it's like in February. Yes, it's in February. Yes, because Freddie he thought some game was he thought it was coming out now, but no, it's in February. Yeah, copping it day of Tuesday if it comes out on Tuesday. No life in it. I don't give a shit if I have work at like 6 a.m. I'll probably call out, and I'm playing that game from beginning to end. I'm not stopping. Because oh my god, the game, and it also just looked gorgeous. Like, it was so beautiful. Oh my god, the game was just so beautiful. Oh my god, it looked amazing. The characters, they went into depth with all these different characters, because it's not just Joel and Ellie. You meet all these characters, good and bad, and you meet another man and his brother, and and you could try to get close to them, and then they die, and it's just the game felt so real for something that you know is never gonna happen, like a zombie outbreak. But it felt so real. If this, I would thank God this was made into a game instead of a movie. I actually would not want The Last of Us to ever be like turned into a movie or something like that, because I know I'm not gonna get this. I'm not gonna get what I played. So I'm gonna get like something half-assed by some big actor at the time, some young female actress, whoever it is, and they'll probably do great. The movie will probably be okay for people who've never played The Last of Us. They'll probably love it. But for someone like me who beat the original content of the game, it's not going to be the same. And The Last of Us, for me, that game is almost probably like about maybe 6 years old, I think. Last of Us, yeah, it's probably like 6 years old, and it still holds up. It still holds up as one of the best fucking games of all time. For me, that's my opinion. Other like out of like my opinion, I have a list of games that I would put as like the greatest games of all time. But I'm talking about like my personal favorite games like of all time. It's Arkham is up there. The Last of Us. GTA 5 is in eighth. GTA 5 is third favorite game of all time. Yeah, but Last of Us first, then Arkham, and then probably GTA 5, because GTA 5, that's a whole other thing, bro. Like, how the game came out 6 fucking years ago, and they're still banking on money. They're still, bro. I got an email from Rockstar Studios the other day telling me about, hey, so if you come and play online, you could get like $10,000 cash if you do this bank robbery. Who is still doing bank robbery? Who's still playing GTA 5? A shit ton of people are still playing GTA 5. I'm like, what the fuck? I went on the community the other day and I had to get off. Like, it was not the other day. Like, it was like 3 months ago. I re-downloaded GTA 5. I went online. I wanted to see what it was all about. Some nigga flew by me looking like Iron Man, and I was like, is that really like? Came down, Iron Man. Dude was running like. There's so many mods in the game. I'm like, all right, I'm over it. I'm not doing this anymore. But I don't think the mods can actually do like the mission shit though, because obviously it's like you're hacking the game. But there was like so much shit. I'm like, what? But yeah, like it's incredible that people are still playing GTA 5 online. Of course, not the story, but are online. This game is, I don't know how Rockstar does it, bro. And, like, they come out with a game and they just doesn't die. When Red Dead came out, when Red Dead came out, it was going on for a minute, and then they had that dang, Jose's gonna kill me because I don't know the name of the expansion pack where like the zombies came or whatever. It was like a Halloween thing, and it kept going on, and then they had the bounties and stuff. So and then Red Dead 2 came out last year, and now you have people doing, because I also get their emails and their notifications are still on the PS4 right here, and they're posting stuff. Oh, you could do bounty hunts if you rob a train and you go down with your posse and you get horses and you can do this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, well, Red Dead, I assume, was not going to be dead anytime soon. But the community is growing, and I played Red Dead Online for like a minute, bro. Like, but that's something. It's a commitment. It's a commitment to play, I think, GTA 5 online, especially Red Dead, because you have to form a posse and you have to do like missions on the regular. It was too much for me to. It was too much. I was like, I can only like fucking play cowboy for so long, where I'm like, all right, I'm over the horse, bye. But that was such a great game. I gotta say, Red Dead was also a great game. But yeah, I don't know how like Rockstar does it, bro. Like, they just knock it out the park with their games. Like with GTA, like that's why they can really go another. I really hope they don't do this, but they can go another 2 to 3 years without dropping another GTA game. I'm not gonna lie, especially the climate of pussies that we live in now, because everyone's pussy and always bitching about shit. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see GTA 6, or like another just GTA like side thing or anything like GTA related for another 5 years, maybe even some more. Bro, if they told me they're coming out with a Red Dead 3 before they do a GTA game, I would be like, I'm not surprised. Because Red Dead is cowboys. Shit that happened in the past. You can't be upset about shit that happened in the past. Because GTA don't give no fucks. If they come out with a GTA game, they're gonna have like trans and the LGBTQ community is definitely gonna probably be in there. Nothing huge, but something small or whatever. And people are gonna go around, make videos, killing, doing all this crazy shit, and the game is probably gonna get like blackballed. And I'd rather that never happen, especially to a franchise that I love. I'd rather that not happen. So I'm glad, especially GTA 5. I'm glad GTA 5 came out when it did. Oh my god, it's hard for any rated M for mature game to drop now, especially like something like GTA to bro, it's oh my god, it's so stupid. But yeah, so and GTA was yeah, it's hard for any of that. But yeah, The Last of Us was just perfect, bro. And GTA, but yeah, those are all games that I've played when I was like I said, 5-6 years ago. What is it? 6 years ago was Last of Us and GTA, I think. All right, so now I barely I get video games, but I barely get new things. Like, I didn't even get Mortal Kombat, bro. And me and my bros, we are huge MK fans, bro. We were just NetherRealm fans in general. Like, Injustice 2 was amazing, and I'm a huge Injustice fan. I'm a huge MK fan, and I got MKX. That was my first MK game that I ever physically, that was mine, that I owned. Because my mom used to think these games were too violent, too much blood. So I used to play in other people's house and beat it in their house, or they'll let me borrow the game, and I had to play it on the sneak when my mom wasn't awake or shit like that. So MKX was my first this game belonged to me game, and I was like, oh my god. And then Injustice 2 dropped, and that shit was just amazing. The mechanics, everything was amazing. And then MK11 dropped, and the all the way up to MK11, me and my bros, we even had a group chat called the Combat Kids, and we every time Ed Boon, the creator, would post anything about MK, anything, we were on it like white on rice. We were on Reddit, ready. The whole community, we were just sending each other stuff. The moment the trailer dropped, I sent it to them, because I be seeing trailers and all this shit on social media before they do. So I sent it to them, and then I was hyped, and the game dropped, and I'm like, fuck, I couldn't get it at the time. And then a month passed, another month passed, and here I am without MK11. I'm probably gonna get it. I'm gonna get an MK11, but I feel like as in competitive, like when MKX. Right, was it X? But Injustice 1 before MKX. Injustice 1 dropped. I was trash. Like, Aizen and Jose used to just destroy me, bro. I was trash. Then MKX came out, and I put up a little bit of a fight. They were still beating me, but put up a fight. Then Injustice 2 dropped, and they are Scarecrow. I showed you the fear. A Scarecrow and his B3s. I was a beast, bro. I really spent time in the lab with MKX, bro. I was going in. My mains were definitely, Scarecrow was the number one. His chain reached across the map. Didn't matter what, Jose had Dark Side, but even if you won, it didn't feel like a victory beating me, because the struggle you had to go through. It did not feel, because unlike them, I played it an unorthodox way. Alright, so MKX has meters. In case no one knows what meters are, alright, so you have 3 meters. And if you burn a meter, so you take 1 meter away while using it, you can burn a meter. You could do an extensive combo that does more damage. Oh, my phone volume is loud. Anyways, you could do an extensive combo that does more damage. And So if you burn 1 meter, now you can like juggle in combos and then burn 2 meters and stuff like that. I didn't do that. I would do a combo and then I would end it in, or like, and I'll just end the combo or hit you with an uppercut. And usually when you hit somebody with an uppercut, they send flying. Then you could burn a meter to go into a different, combo. So no, I'll just do an uppercut when you're coming down, hit you with another uppercut. I used to hit him with 2 uppercuts, or I'll save all 3 meters just so I can hit you with an X-ray, which is like the special finishing moves for non-MK players. But I would hit you with like an X-ray, and they'd just be like, bro. And the thing was, they would tell me like, bro, if you used the meters to full extent, you'd be so much good at the game. And it's true. I know it for a fact, and I could do it because I've done it. But I know it could be way more better, but I have way more fun pulling out a fucking X-ray and gouging your eyes out, ripping open your intestines, and just having to sit there and me look at you like, oh, did I do that? Yeah, like it was way more entertaining. It was way more entertaining, and I felt more. Even when I lost, I had way more of a fun time just pulling off X-rays. And they're probably gonna hear this and hate me for it. They're gonna like, Elwin is fucking wildin'. Like, bro, you could just I don't care. Like, I just loved MKX was just so fun, and it was it's still like I've played MK11, like I have played it because they have it, and I've gone to their crib and I've played it and stuff like that. And the mechanics are more technical, I would say. You can't you gotta be more precise with the moves. It's still I've seen gameplay and I've played it a little. I take that back. I actually do own the game. I have it. It's just it takes up mad space, so I deleted it so I can have other games. Because it's just time's passed. I'm not gonna invest my time in the lab. I'll probably download it again in like maybe a month or so I can post videos of me playing MK. But I do actually have the game, and I played it a little bit, and it's just like it's so great, but it's not Injustice 2. It's not MKX. That doesn't mean it's bad, because Injustice 2 and MKX were amazing. It's not bad, but yeah, bro, like. Yeah, but the MKX was like the last was a great game, and then was one of the last physical games I actually bought. Cause what other physical? Oh, I bought Spider-Man last year and Red Dead. Spider-Man. People are gonna say that Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man game is better playing wise than Arkham. Then probably not Arkham Knight. Probably better than Arkham Asylum, Arkham City. Here's my thoughts with Spider-Man. The reason being, I feel like Arkham has opened up. The Arkham series has opened up a gateway for superhero games to be like something that can never be before. I went into playing Spider-Man wanting it to be better than Arkham. Spider-Man is my second favorite superhero of all time. So that's why that was one thing. But like when Spider-Man came out and I saw the first trailer and I was like, bro, this is amazing. Spectacular. Ultimate. But when I came into it like, oh, this game is going to be just flawless. That's exactly what it was. It was flawless, bro. There's a small learning curve, but there's like a tutorial while you don't have to go and do some stupid tutorial video with somebody commentating and trying to get you to play the game. No, bro, it throws you right into it. Mission starts, go take down the Kingpin. While you're doing all that, we're gonna post little like things up to tell you what to do and how to do it, how to web swing, and bro, it just started off. You just start off as Spider-Man. Like there is no video tutorial of how to do shit. And I love that. I loved it so much. You went straight into the game. I went straight into the game, into the shits, as it were. And from beginning to end, and then that's another thing with games. If you can hit me with like an emotional level where the game feels real with the emotions, and that's what Spider-Man did. Like the times when he had girlfriend troubles with MJ, they put that in there. It was not, oh, I'm just gonna beat bad guys. No, they put his struggles. They put why he's poor. You get evicted. You get kicked out of your house. You have to live, not even in your aunt's house. You live in a fucking shelter on the couch. You don't even get a bed. He's sleeping on the couch. This is the superhero. This is Spider-Man. Spider-Man, yes, Spider-Man is an amazing ultimate person. Peter Parker has a shit life. He's having struggles with MJ, and you see that within their interactions and in their missions they go on together. And then when it gets towards the end, and like the Spider-Man came out a year ago, so and you beat Doc Ock, and which was also a very emotional thing because Doc Ock was like a little bit of a father figure and let me take that back, a mentor to Peter. Like that's who he looked up to be. Like he wanted his brain because like Peter loves the intelligence, and Doc Ock started off as a good guy, and Otto Octavius was a great man, and he was such an amazing character, such perfect to be the main villain in the movie. And you got to fight the entire Sinister Six. What? Damn, that was amazing. But anyways, when you beat Otto at the end, and you find out after he poisoned the city, you only have one serum. Aunt May is poisoned, and yet Peter stuck with a decision. There's not enough serum. The doctor tells him it takes a couple of days to mass produce the cure, but Aunt May has minutes. The choice is he can cure Aunt May with that, but everybody else who's infected will die, which is thousands. And he had to take the choice. And he goes up to Aunt May, and he struggles, and he puts the vial down, and he's just thinking. Aunt May wakes up, coughing and everything, tells him, take off the mask, let me see my nephew's face. And it almost is implied that the whole time, probably not from the beginning of him being Spider-Man, but this is Spider-Man for 7 years, probably maybe 6 out of the 7 years, she's known that he's Spider-Man, but just kept his secret, kept playing like coy that she don't really know that it is, just so he can have a sense of realism in his life as Peter Parker. And they have a little conversation. She tells him she's proud of him. She knows the decision as a superhero, as a hero, that he has to make. And the decision is he has to let his aunt die. Because at the end of the day, he's Spider-Man. He knows that you can't just save one. You have to. The greater good is, with Uncle Ben said it best to him, with great power comes great responsibility. His responsibility was to let Aunt May die and save the rest of New York City. And she knew that. She accepted her death, and she got to tell her nephew goodbye one last time. Bro, I played that, saw that scene, I cried. Definitely, bro. That shit was emotional as hell. And then, it ends. They confirmed another one. Well, there's 2 secret endings. Shocker. Shocker's not the villain. I'm just saying Shocker. Which is weird. The secret ending hints that Harry is coming back. But there was a symbiote inside, like the cell that he was in. So if Harry comes back as Venom, that would be weird. Because I would want like part 2 to be the Green Goblin and then part 3 be Venom. But whatever. Anyways, Spider-Man was another last franchise great game that I played. I don't think I bought any game for the year of bought anything I've bought like games, because I bought like the Naruto game, but I haven't bought any. Detroit Become Human, but no, that was also last year too. I don't think that was 2019. Detroit Become Human, where you get to make the choices and there's like 10 different endings, so everyone's gonna have a different ending. That was an amazing game. I want games more like that, where you make choices throughout the game and the ending could be different than another person plays the game. I love games like that. I'm trying to think of what are the games I bought this year, but I think that was it. I think 2019 and video games have not been I take that. 2019 and me purchasing video games has not been a big thing, because one video game that I've been playing, a lot of you may know, is Fortnite. Yeah, baby. I don't care if you don't like Fortnite or not. That's one main game I play every day. Kid won $3 million playing Fortnite, so people better shut their mouth. But no, I play Fortnite. I try to play competitively. Try to get in the solo, trio, or dual cash cups. That shit is hard as fuck to do. Playing arena mode, it takes a lot of time. But let me talk to you real quick about Fortnite and what I plan on doing. I've been asked or told, yo, EJ, you should stream Fortnite. You should stream playing Fortnite. It's just a lot because my play style Fortnite, how I play like solos when I'm playing solos, is different. So I thought about it. There are two groups of people I play with at night. There's like the FortGoons, my FortGoons, which is Guapo, Geo, and Libby. Those we can I play with them three. Now there's the other set of people that I've never met before, but they're like I know them through Fortnite and I've known them for like a couple months now. Is Animist, Lucy, and that psychopath Santiago. He's a fucking weirdo. He's a weirdo. I'm about to block him and delete him. But yeah, so those are my two separate ones. Like those are my two Fortnite people I play with at night and afternoon. Mainly the FortGoons with Guapo, Geo, and Libby. I play. Libby, we live. I play with them in the afternoon. I play with them in the afternoon mainly. But so what I want to do is not stream when I play with them. So probably stream maybe an hour or two of playing with them, and it basically only stream squad games. Only me playing squad games, never solo games, because I play solo games very different. Because when I play squad games, I don't want to play with just random people. I like playing with people who are funny and fun, and these guys are fucking hilarious. So playing with them is just to listen to the conversations that are happening in the background. So I want to record an hour, and probably not even stream, probably like just straight like an hour or two, like maybe an hour or two of me just straight streaming of me playing with them maybe in the afternoon or whatever, in the afternoon streams, and then I post that and I'll give it a title. These are the FortGoons I'm playing with, and you can just listen to the content and the commentary, and of course us playing the game and catching dubs, because we always when we play with them, we play with high kills and all that crazy stuff. So when I play with like my FortGoons, it's just it becomes funny. It's just watching a couple of people from New York City, Bronx, man, and stuff. Just except Libby. Gosh, she fucking ruined it. I just noticed she's not from anywhere around here. Anyways, she's rich, so rich people live far. And she's the only girl I know who has 4 different Wi-Fi connections at her house. Her dad worked for the CIA. But yeah, so when I play with them, it's like very funny and stuff like that. And it's entertaining. Got to see people in your community play a game and interact with each other. We were talking about like hip hop shit. Yeah, we talk about like stuff like that. Now playing in I'm gonna call it the After Dark stream, playing with Animus, Lucy, and Santiago. The reasons, because the shit these fuckers be talking about, that we talk about, is disgusting. It's half of it is disgusting. But those we get, it's even if we don't catch wins, there's sometimes we get 3 wins in a row. But the main thing is it's high kills. We're getting kills from like 15 to 25 kills a game. It's come to the point where I feel like that's what we're averaging. We're averaging to 15 to 25 kills a game. But with playing with them, it's I would post videos and call it like Fortnite After Dark, because it's just fad, because it just oh my god, it's entertaining. You just hear. Two of them are Spanish, so you get to hear them when they like start yelling at each other. Their brother and sister Lucy and Santiago just yelling at each other in Spanish. Then you got Animus just yelling Batman, 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 for me to translate the whole conversation of what they're talking about. It's just so good. So I'm probably gonna start making content like that. Like yeah, I'll still make like the little Fortnite videos that I post on like Facebook and IG that are like a minute long with music in the background. I'll still do those, but I want to like greater the fan base, especially for one of them, the streamer Animus, because he's a Facebook streamer and he's trying to get big with his streams and get more likes and follows. and I want him to get more of that because I want him to get a creator code. I want him to get the supporter badge stuff ready to go, and I'm starting to work with him to create videos like clips and stuff like the ones I do, but for him to post on his YouTube because he's gonna start a YouTube so he can have stuff on there. Yeah, Fortnite is definitely the main game I'm playing right now, but there's another game that has caught my attention over the past 2-3 weeks. Weekends. I can't even say week because I can't play it during the week. Modern Warfare, bro. It's back. The OG is back. When the beta dropped, like 2 weekends ago, played it. Amazing. Oh, take it back. It was like a 7.58. The audio was kind of shit. I couldn't hear people running up on me sometimes. They had to fix the audio. Then this past weekend, you can only play on the weekends, and they cut the servers so they can do like the bugs and fixes because that's the whole point of a beta, because it's the beta. So this past weekend they updated the patch was they included, I think, a new game mode and crossplay. So this will be the first ever Call of Duty that you can play on 3 platforms: the PS4, the Xbox, and PC. And they added that. They fixed the audio, thank God. Like I was playing it, I'm like, wow, this is clean. And then I tested out the crossplay mode. But I played another Facebook streamer, tested out with Mr. Yeah, Mr. So also give him follow. I'm gonna put all these epic names in there. They're the PSN names at the bottom in the description below. And if when I post the video on Facebook, I'm gonna post the video on YouTube, but I post the link from the YouTube link onto Facebook of the podcast. I'm gonna tag them in it so you can see all their I'll tag their pages so you can see it, and so when I put us on, so you can follow them through there and then add them or whatever. But yeah, so when I played with Mr. Call of Duty on the PS4, it was definitely glitchy, and the glitchy part wasn't even in gameplay. It was the lobby. We had to end the party to start a new party because it wasn't letting us go in a match. We could start a match, but then when the match was over, it kept us in the lobby for 5 minutes. We would have to end the party, restart, and it got tedious and annoying. And then it would do it every now and then. And there was little the rubber band glitches where you go up, and there was little lag spikes, if you will. There were little that was happening in the game, and I'm like, oh, come on, bro. And it cost us a few things. So overall, so far with this Modern Warfare game, the only things I gotta say that they should fix is, yes, the lag spikes. The audio was fixed, make it a little bit better. The guns and everything were good. Kill streaks were great. The maps that we got to play were really amazing. Now, here's the only thing that I probably have to say, and it was probably Modern Warfare 2's only problem, is spawning. Bro, you gotta fix that spawn, bro. Don't like getting killed in my spawn. I spawned, and I see the dude right in front of me, and he just shoots. I'm if there are 3 or 4 players in my team's side of the spawn, put me on the other side of the map. Put me in their spawn already. Flip the goddamn fucking spawn, bro. I should not have 4 people camping the spawn and dying every 5. No, that's fucking annoying, man. It's fucking annoying. I have to spawn and throw a grenade or a flashbang immediately, and then run in the opposite direction. Run the opposite direction, probably get killed by somebody else who's already in the spawn. Oh my god. I hate being spawn trapped. Everyone loves doing spawn traps. I don't even like really doing spawn traps because it becomes not fun. I just gotta camp one area and just wait until I see the person pop up, kill him. No, it's not fun. I like running around the map. I like being spawned randomly and stuff. I like running around. The only time the spawn shouldn't really flip like that is in domination. But even in domination, if 3 people are on one side of your field, it gets flipped. Because what are you gonna do? It gets flipped. The game does that. They should do that for TDM. Should do that for like headquarters. You should do that for like, well, it's mainly actually just TDM. Definitely to fix up the TDM spawning. Fix that. Other than that, Modern Warfare, I'm getting in October. It's gonna be amazing. I hope it's amazing. I want to play all the. Is it just multiplayer? If there's a campaign, I gotta read up on that. If there's a campaign, I'm definitely playing it because Modern Warfare 2, 3, and probably the Modern Warfare before that had amazing campaigns, bro. Ghost is the real MVP, bro. R.I.P. to him. Anyways, that's my talk on video games for this podcast. That's the shit for the week. But some upcoming video games that I do want to talk about. Well, I'm not going to talk about now because they're not out. But the upcoming video games that I am interested in is Death Stranding, that has Norman Reedus, that game. Because I don't know what the fuck the game is about. I just keep seeing videos of him holding a dead fetus and don't know what it's about. But it looks weird and amazing. I want to play that. So Death Stranding is one. The Last of Us 2 is my most anticipated game yet thus far. And then Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk looks crazy. Even though they backed out on like the whole you can pick a gender. I wonder why they did that. You can't be a male or female, so you're just one generic thing and you just dress them however you want. Other than that, Cyberpunk, yeah, definitely. And yeah, those are just the 3 games right now. Cyberpunk, Death Stranding, Last of Us. Call of Duty, I already got to test the beta, so like it's already like I'm gonna play it. I already know how that feels. What else? Yeah, those are it. Those are the video games. That's the shit for the week, ladies and gentlemen. And goddamn, what's the time? Woo! Almost 50 minutes. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, I'm gonna end it on that note. I'm gonna shout some people out. I don't have their names written down. It's gotten too long. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go get a nice little pizza, probably. But I'll tag whoever I'm shouting out. Their tags are gonna be down below. Their names are gonna be downloaded in the description. You can add them. Support their page, support the creators, support people doing new content, support me, like and share this video. If I tag somebody who's making stuff, who's trying to be an entrepreneur in life, support them, bro. It should be always if you support creators, you should think of it like this. Every day is Thanksgiving. If you're eating, we all eat. That's how it should be. So that's the shit for the week. Bye.